is official. Please watch this video and find out all about Mr. Garry's official retirement hat. Good Friday morning, folks and friends of GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. Happy TGIF to you, one and all. Today is Friday indeed, but to Mr. Leyte, to Mr. Garry, it's Saturday, because every day is Saturday and every night is Friday night. Mr. Garry is officially retired. That is correct. You heard it from my lips. Officially retired. But I still got lots and lots of work to do, such as my regular Friday chore, which we are going to get at right now. And then I'm going to talk about my hat. So let's get at the chore. Then we're going to come back and talk about my hat. And we're going to talk, I can't show you now, but we're going to come back and we're going to talk about my hat. And we're going to talk about my socks. Yes, indeed. We're going to talk about my hat and my socks. So it's Friday, as I said, and Mr. Garry has his weekly chore, which is take the garbage out to the curb. We missed this last Friday because we were up visiting our daughter and husband and our grandsons in beautiful, beautiful New Brunswick. So let's get the garbage out to the curb. We have a large box because Mr. Garry bought an electric lawnmower recently. I'll show you that in a future video. Okay, so let's have a look inside this garbage container. Oh, look at that. It is empty. I love empty garbage containers because it means less garbage going to the landfill. And let's have a look inside this one. Oh, we got a cardboard box here, so that's not bad. We've got some recyclable bags and some garbage. So one garbage container going to the curb today. Let's take this garbage container out and let's talk about today's weather. Currently, it is 18 degrees or 18 degrees Celsius or 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit. It is supposed to get up to a balming 21 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So here's our garbage for this week. We'll leave it right there and someone will bring the container back to its resting place by the house. Now, I want to talk to you about my hat and about my socks. So let me turn this camera back around, shall we? And I'll show you my official retirement hat and my official retirement socks. Let's put that one back. I'm going to take that cardboard box out in a few minutes, and I'll do that. But I want to show you my hat. So, folks, here is Mr. Garry's official retirement survival hat. Look, I've been waiting 33 years for this one. It's got a bottle opener there. It's got a tee there for playing golf, which Mr. Garry does not do. I do not disturb. It says, my retirement. Every day is Saturday. Not me, no way, no more. I got caution, nap zone. Yes, I'm going to be taking a few naps, I'd say. Gone fishing? Absolutely, I'll do that. What does this one say? No work. Okay, so my official retirement hat. What do you think of that? Also donning a pair of retirement socks. And it says, relaxed, inspired, feet up, retired. What do you think of that? Beautiful pair of socks that Mr. Garry is donning today, wearing sandals. So the garbage is now out to its resting place by the curb, and the garbage man will be here shortly to pick that up. But in the rest of this video, this TGIF Friday video, Mr. Garry wants to show you around the garden and to share with you what happened to our garden while we were on vacation. It just bloomed. It blossomed. It took off while we were gone for 10 days in beautiful, beautiful New Brunswick, as I said earlier. Let's take a look around Mr. Garry's garden. Okay, so let's walk back toward the garden. Here's some reclaimed, recycled material that Mr. Garry has. Devin and I, my son Devin, and I got a couple of projects that we're going to do with this reclaimed material, and I'll show you that in a future video for sure. Okay, we had a broken stone back here, and Mr. Devin got at this yesterday. There were some weeds between the stones, and he cleaned all that out for me. and took care of all of that. So beautiful job done, and replaced the broken stone. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so there's our rose bush next to Miss Katie's door, and our hosta, beautiful. There's those 11 Manitobas tomatoes, and a Tama green from my friend groundskeeper Cody in Alberta, Canada. He sent me some seeds earlier, and we planted them and grew them from seeds. We have a lot of the Tama green tomatoes inside the greenhouse that I'm going to show you shortly, but we have one left over, and it's out here in this red tote along with all of its friends, those Manitobas there. Beautiful job, I think, and I'm sure you would like this as well. Beautiful, nice job. Okay, we're coming along here. There's the carnations that Miss Betty has growing. Look at our onions, aren't they beautiful? Our potatoes, our store-bought russet potatoes are taking off. Hoping to get some really, really nice potatoes from them later this fall. Our chive plant is doing very, very well. Miss Betty is going to make some chive blossom vinegar later today. She's mentioned that she was going to do that, so we'll see how that goes. Getting back toward the garden, another hosta right there. Our sugar snap peas are growing very, very well. They're already halfway up that net. Another bed of onions doing very, very well. Another hosta. Potatoes over on this side as well, doing super well. As I said, these are the store-bought russets that we chitted out this spring and are now growing in our raised bed vegetable garden. A couple of beds of carrots, growing very, very well. A bit of weed there, and Mr. Garry will take that out, of course, over the next few days. Coming around, another bed of potatoes. The potatoes that are growing on the edge of this bed are growing very, very well, as opposed to some other ones that are closer to the house. I'm wondering if shade has anything to do with it. There's a bed of peppers growing. Yeah, let's go inside and have a look inside our greenhouse. Look at this. There's our tomatoes inside the greenhouse. Don't they look gorgeous? A very, very deep green, growing very, very well. There's some of those Tama green tomatoes growing right there from my friend Cody out in Alberta. Groundskeeper Cody. Go check out his channel, folks. I'm sure he will appreciate you subscribing to his channel. Coming around, there's the sugar baby watermelons that I have yet to plant. They're hopefully plant those today. We have the strings there ready to go for them. Decided to grow corn in the greenhouse this year. We've grown corn outside, but the Canadian growing season here in Newfoundland and Labrador is quite short, and the corn did not grow very big the last time we planted them outside. We didn't grow any last year, but the year before we did. So I decided to grow some inside, and these we grew from seed as well. Our kooks, these are the straight eights, growing back here as well. So they're growing quite well. It's only been a couple of weeks since we planted those. We planted those like the first part of July, just before we went on our holidays. So there you go. So there's our greenhouse, growing quite well. Here's our garden, as I said, also growing quite well. Let me go back this way. I'm back at the back of the garden now. So let me show you this. Those ugoculture beds. Stay tuned for a video on that also over the next couple of days. We have these finished now with soil, as you can see, and we're going to be planting in those hopefully today, and there will be a video coming soon on our channel, so to look forward to that. So that's what I wanted to show you today. I wanted to show you our garden after we came back from our holidays, and of course I wanted to share with you my retirement hat. Those containers, they look pretty neat, I must say. I do like them. I put some McDonald's. These are forks from McDonald's, and I just wrote tomato on them and just stuck them in the red cedar mulch right there. What do you think of that? Welcome to this TGIF video, folks, and take a look at Mr. Garry's retirement hat. It is official. Please watch this video and find out all about Mr. Garry's official retirement hat.